Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking something a little fancier than a leopard gecko. Oh my god.
I was so scared that was going to get stuck in Randall's nose.
You know, I hope what I think is in here is in here. Aha! Eggy. Look how perfect that eggy looks. I can see another one in there too. Oh my gosh, this one's so small. Tiny little eggy. Aha, you see that circle? Most fertile. This one is less prominent, the tiny one, but we will incubate anyways. Incubation box. Put in some dividers. Put in some Pangea hatch. Wet them. Not too wet though. Put a line so we would know which way's up. Because you don't really want to roll reptile eggs. There you go, all nice and cozy. Mark whose they are when they were laid, and wait.
I am a surgeon! I am a surgeon!
I just think this looks so interesting. This is the regenerative powers of a leopard gecko. As it's growing its tail back, it will start as just a little pink nipple right there and grow full.
Look at this sick creature, yo. Literally insane. This is your mossy leaf-tailed gecko.
Hi there. Want to go on the hand? What are you doing? What is it doing? What are you doing?
Hello, my large alligator lady. How you doing? You doing good? Can I pet you with a pen? No? Oh, she doesn't like that. Okay, I'm sorry. Move your toes. There we go. Sorry.
This is a Madagascar day gecko. He lives on the wall of my house and I love watching him. He's so gorgeous. One day I went for a drive and he showed up on the hood of my truck. What the heck, I drove miles away from my house. I caught him though. Guilty. What a guilty gecko. Put him in a juice container and brought him home, right back on the wall. He turned brown, he wasn't very happy. So I gave him a cricket to see if he'll forgive me. He loved it, maybe now he can save me some money on car insurance.
We just moved her in yesterday and we were freaking out trying to find her because it's been a whole day we didn't see her. We finally looked behind there, nothing. Justin finally found her. She like buried herself. She's sitting there like, why are you guys bothering me? Because where did you go? How are we supposed to find that? In all of this, how are we supposed to find you? Someone texted my mom saying, hey, does your daughter want a lizard? And my mom was scared to ask me, knowing the number was getting a little high. But of course I said yes, I have the space and extra stuff. This was given as a pet to someone, which should never happen because I doubt they really knew how to take care of him or cared to, as you can see by the cage. So I went down to the basement, got a lot of the extra stuff I had to set up a new cage for him. paper towel to monitor him, and I had trouble trying to figure out how I wanted it set up because I wanted to keep it simple so I could make sure he's doing okay, but also give him enough places to hide. His morph is really cool. I'm not sure what it is. If anyone knows, let me know. But he's so cute, and I think he's my last Krusty. I'm running out of room to carry all their food.
It's rare, but when your leopard gecko bites you, it could mean one of these three things. Number one, sometimes they just mistakenly think the finger is some kind of tasty prey. They're just like an instinct hunters, you know? Second, the other times if they feel threatened or think I'm intruding on their territories, they go into this defensive mode. It's their way of saying, hey, back off. Thirdly, they may feel stressed or uncomfortable. Maybe something's not quite right with their enclosure, or maybe I didn't handle them properly. It's important to make sure they're feeling happy and secure. But honestly, in my experience, getting bitten by leopard geckos only happens maybe 1 or twice a year. It's not too common, thankfully. So yeah, those are some things to keep in mind if your leopard geckos ever decides to give you a little love bite. Just take a step back, evaluate the whole situations, and make sure everything's cool.
As some of you guys may know, I have a giant moldy croissant as a pet. Okay, I'm obviously kidding, but she really does look like a giant moldy croissant. This is Vagar, and she's my lychee gecko, and her new custom enclosure actually just came in today, so come with me to unbox it. Guys, when I mean custom built, the tank builder literally went outside and collected pieces of bark on his own. Don't worry, everything was properly cleaned before use. So this giant box that was half the size of me came from Philadelphia. He actually lives all the way out there, and I really loved his work, so I had him ship it to me, and I was really nervous that the tank wouldn't survive. But to my surprise, everything was intact, and I was so happy and excited about it. Here's a little sneak peek of what it looks like, and then I had my husband move it over for me, and now it's time to move everything from her old enclosure to put it in her new one. Her new enclosure is a lot larger than her old one. I'm actually just transferring her substrate over into her new enclosure because there's actually a lot of isopods in the substrate. I will not be doing a fully bioactive for her just because lychee geckos are known to just kill a bunch of plants because they just step over them. So as of right now, I'm using a mixture of a bunch of different substrates just for the isopods, and I moved over a couple pieces of her favorite cork bark over so she has plenty of places to hide. And if you guys didn't know this, lychee geckos actually live in tree hollows in the wild. So for her to be able to have a bunch of climbing and hiding spots in her enclosure is very important. And I actually caught her licking her eyeball. That was absolutely lovely, but here she is exploring her new enclosure. I decided to leave her alone in her new enclosure so she can explore, and I found her sleeping in this little